Ladies and gentlemen, fellow decoders around the world, wherever you may be, male and female, my name is Logan, your tour guide, and this is Decode Your Reality and another segment on the how-to series introducing the numerology cipher of the 3.144 string of pi. Now, this may be something you're new to because pi is known to be 3.141, which I have been utilizing the 3.141 for a very long time, for many, many years, to do my decoding efforts through off of Sabidium.com. Pi and phi, the golden ratio, I'm more in tune with using the golden ratio these days, but we can still continually use the 3.141 digits of pi and this great website. But, you know, not too long ago, I found or was introduced to this amazing man here. I don't even know his real name, but he goes by Jane108. This is off of his Facebook page. I will leave this in the description of the video in case you want to follow him, etc., etc. This guy is a genius, okay? He's super intelligent. He's into a lot of the same things that we are, and I really am very fond of his research. And this is where I found what he calls to be the true value of pi, not 3.141, but 3.144. And because of this sequence of numbers, it has really changed a lot of things in my decoding efforts. And I wanted to introduce to all of you how to use this cipher and why it's so important. And, you know, when I started using it, it was, you know, breaking down the movie 1999, The Matrix, and I was floored. This cipher would give Chaldean a run for its money, and all of you know how I feel about the Chaldean numerology cipher. This one is absolutely a true gem in our decoding world, and I would hope all of you will continually use this moving forward. So let's get started with this. How do we get to the 144 cipher? How do we make this 144 cipher using these digits, etc., etc.? Well, we're just clearly going to take the digits of the 3.144 and go 26 digits in, copy and paste that to the 1 through 26, A through Z. So here are the digits that I have thus far. These are all the ones that I have. I got these straight from Jane108. I don't have any more than this. I will also leave all of these in the description of the video as well in case you want to tinker around with this. I'm using a Mac, so if I hit Control F and I can type in any number, let's say 23, and it will give you the locations of all the 23s, and you can start to copy and paste and add up the strings of these digits and get more layers. This is advanced decoding, etc., etc. But I will leave this in the description for all of you. Now, the website to utilize for this tutorial, you go to this website right here called electrongithub.io. I will just leave this link in the description of the video as well for easy access. Okay, this is the one I exclusively use pretty much for my decoding efforts. This is what the standard default page is going to look like when you log on. My suggestion is you go to the cipher page and just get rid of all these you know how it is, ladies and gentlemen. Use one cipher. Don't confuse yourself or think that you can extend upon until you get into advanced layers of decoding. So it's going to look like this when you remove them all. Now we want to add the pi cipher. So we want to go to the features here. You want to come down to edit ciphers, click that, and now you have the ability to create your own cipher. So we're just going to name this 3.144 pi, okay? And now we have to enter in the characters. Now, I will also leave for easy access, so you don't have to enter them in manually. I will leave them in the video description as well. Here are all my ciphers. I use a lot, obviously. And we're first going to copy and paste the letters of the English alphabet. Control C or Command C on a Mac. We're going to come over here to the characters. We're going to Control V or copy V. And it's going to give us automatically the 1 through 26 by default, but we have to change this. So now we're going to go back over, and again, I'll leave this for all of you. And here are the digits, the 26 digits for the string of the 3.144. And you're just going to come here and you're going to Control or Command V. And now we have all 26 digits of the 3.144 cipher. And all we have to do is click on this Add New Cipher. Bam, there it is. We can change the color if we want to. Okay, you can keep clicking on that, change the color, all right? And have it to whatever you want to have it as. And there, just like that, we now have the cipher to create some magical spells through, okay? So like we can just type in my name here. I know Jordan's going to watch this, so there's Jordan being the 27. But anyway, we can have some fun with this, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so now that you've had this established and you have it as a working tool, now you want to start to create. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a few slides for this introduction and show you how powerful this cipher is. Now I want to start off with, obviously, the Matrix. Now I started to decode the 1999 Matrix movie once again. I've watched it once again for I don't know how many times, and I started to utilize it with this movie, and it was mind-blowing. Okay, the reason why I was mind-blown is because of this right here, because the Matrix being the 35, the title of the movie, matches, and this is why we want to bring in another layer beyond just numerology, because we can get watered down results, especially if you're using 4, 5, 6 ciphers. It can give you so many variables, and then where do you go with that? It waters it down. That's why I'm suggesting just use this cipher alone, build your vocabulary, extend upon it with alchemy and the cards and the tarot, and you're going to see the beauty of how this source code works. So what I'm utilizing here is the cards of illumination, the 52 cards of the deck, and the 9 of diamonds is the 35th card in the deck to match the Matrix. Now 9 is the great repeater number. 9 is tied to the sine wave, the sin wave. 9 equals 16. 16 is tied to Lucifer and the sine wave. But what's so fascinating about this, ladies and gentlemen, is this gentleman right here who they casted to play, Neo in the Matrix. This is his birth card. So I hope you have this chart right here, the cards of illumination, the typical boilerplate chart for the cards. Keanu Charles Reams, born on September 2nd. So there's the 9 of diamonds. Okay, and he's card number 35. Okay, matches the Matrix. Now, did the Wachowskis and the writers of the Matrix, were they sitting down with all of this before they coded the movie? My answer is no. They can become aware of it, but not at this layer. Because I'm going to show you more to extend upon this as we move along in this presentation of the introduction cipher here. So let's keep going now, okay? And first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, remember that the word "the" is a filler word. Okay, it's not part of the noun or the subject. So it's a game changer when you remove it and you start to just use the noun or the subject. Okay, so the word matrix becomes a 22. Notice that again, you bring the card in and it's another 9. So we have 2 9s here. This is a big deal. On a chessboard, the 9s represent the bishops. The bishop is the Pope, Rome, the 9, the number of repeating. Okay, the 9 is the last number, so it's the smartest number, tied to the Pope, the church, right? And this is tied to the ancient ones underground. If you get into aliens, I've already done this with Jason Bashir's. Let's talk about underground aliens. This is tied to the ancient ones underground, ladies and gentlemen. I can assure you that. I have a decode coming out on my Khufu, Decoded the Pyramids. It's going to talk all about this. Okay, so we have 2 9s tied to the Matrix, the diamond and the club. And we then bring in the tarot to get the picture. Okay, so we have 3 layers now: numerology, cards, tarot. And the 9 of clubs converts into the 31st card in the deck called the 9 of wands. This is what it means to be a character down here in the Matrix. You become what's called a wounded warrior. That's what this card is, the wounded warrior. You've been through a lot of battles. This is an old soul, many lifetimes, many masteries, etc., etc. This is tied to the fallen angels, the ancient ones underground, ladies and gentlemen. This 3.144, if you add it up. And then you bring in Chaldean, not to really mix this, but to show you the power. And you can see that the matrix is that 31. Okay, so this is advanced, right? Because we don't want to water it down. I really want to keep it into the 3.144 cipher, but I want to show you the power when you know what Chaldean is, and you can see the power of the matrix tied to this. Okay. So why I feel qualified to tell you this information, and why I was, given this information, I take no credit. Whatever's using me, whatever using my mind and my birthday, this is all part of my predestination, all part of my script. This is my birth card, ladies and gentlemen. February 4th, 1973 is the 35th day of the year. This is my birth card, the 47th card in the deck. The word scripted reality equals 47. It converts into the 58th card in the tarot, which is the 8 of swords. When you get into the matrix, when you're down here in this reality, now this is saying you're trapped and limited. Okay? You're trapped and limited. This is the Puppet Master card. The word Puppet Master equals 58. So my day of the year matches with the matrix, and my last name, ladies and gentlemen, is Payette. Okay? I have pi right in my last freaking name. Okay? It's all part of my screenplay. All right? So moving forward, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to get rid of the word the, and we're just going to focus on the subject, matrix. It's a 22. 22 is tied to titanium, which goes to the fallen angel story, the sons of Titan. Okay, Saturn's moon, Titan. Well, we go to the calendar again, and we get the January 22nd day of the year. And this card, this January 22nd, is the 5 of diamonds, which is card 31, which matches the tarot card right here that converted from the 22nd card in the cards of illumination, right? So we can see it's in both measurements here. And this card, to get the picture, converts into this card, the 5 of Pentacles, which is card 69, 68 and 69. But there's the yin yang. So the matrix represents yin yang. It represents hard times. So not only do we have hard times, challenges, and rough times, but we have it trapped and limited. Okay? You can see the value in what this is saying right here. Trapped and limited, and then hard times. This is the game of life. 69 being yin yang. And 69, of course, is follow the white rabbit. Knock, knock, Neo. The white rabbit is the moon. And the moon is Cancer. And the symbol of Cancer is 69. Okay? So see how embedded this is with this reality. It's really kind of magnificent, actually. And I don't think the Wachowskis were sitting down at this level to code before they made the movie and write the script, et cetera, et cetera. Moving along, noticing that Neo is the character casted, and he is a 21, which is a permutation of the word one. Okay? 21 in the cards of illumination is the 8 of clubs. This is an 8 tied to the Taurus field. And then that converts into the cards in the tarot, and we get the 30th card, the 8 of wands. This is lightning. This lightning equals 30 in Chaldean. This is fast movement. Okay? The matrix, fast moving. And then if you take his birth name, ladies and gentlemen, right here, Keanu Charles Reeves Taylor. You gotta, if you can find, this is his mother's maiden name now, because most people as numerologists, they will just use the birth certificate name, which you can do. But when you use the last name of the mother, it gives you a whole different meaning. And he's got that 108. And I just want to digress and go back to this guy right here. Jane 108. See? This guy doesn't know that he's tied to Keanu Charles Reeves in the Matrix, but his cipher is. And this is why this guy has a scripted reality. Here's his book. I'll leave this in the description as well. You can get it for free. Here's the Photon of Light. I covered this in my Great Architect of the Universe. This is the Iron Cross right there. Sacred geometry. We live in a scripted reality, ladies and gentlemen. Okay? And you can see how his name is, this guy doesn't even know it. But there it is, the 108. So what you can do when you get these high numbers, you want to get the tarot card, you just take the total amount and you subtract the total amount of cards in the tarot, 78. And there it is. It goes to the number 30, and we just backtrack. It goes and converts into the 8 of clubs, which is the 21st card, and there it is. Bam, there's Neo. You see? There it is. The word enter in numerology in Chaldean is 21. You enter the matrix. Okay? That's what we're all in. So I have 2 more slides left to show you with this introduction. And why this planet, why this Olympian has so much to do with our reality. So here it is. Jupiter is a 24 in this 3.144 cipher. This movie, The Matrix, came out on March 24th. Here is the symbol of Jupiter. There's the 24. This is the 241, actually. And when you go to numerology, mathematics, 241 is the 53rd prime number. And now we want to get an extension. You go to alchemy. What is the 53rd element on the periodic table? It's the I. 1/2 of the I am. What does Jupiter have on it, folks? The all-seeing eye. Okay? You see that? Jupiter runs the heavens. Zeus runs the heavens. Don't forget about Neptune and Poseidon, because that is the screenplay writer. And then Pluto runs the underworld, okay? That's how this story works. All right? Now, the last slide I want to show you is this movie that the Wachowskis came out with as well on January 27th, 2015. And you now bring Chaldean into this. I don't want to mix and match these, but of course I was forced to show you this. But Jupiter's the 27. Okay? Jupiter's the 27. And this movie was called Jupiter Ascending. So we have Jupiter 27 here. We have Jupiter 24 here. We have the 24 in the logo of Jupiter itself. And we have the matrix that came out on the 24th. Now, do the Wachowskis know this? Well, obviously they know about the Jupiter aspect. And this is Abraxas. Abraxas being 365 in the Greek cipher, 365 days of the year. Okay, there are 24, 365, 24 hours in a day, 365 days of the year. It's Zeus. Okay, so in my opinion, ladies and gentlemen, what's running this reality? Well, this has a large say in it. The largest planet, Zeus, the king of the Olympians. Olympian is 30 in numerology. Okay, Olympian and Chaldean. I don't want to mix and match this. But there you go, ladies and gentlemen. And these to me were like jaw-dropping when I saw them. But I have many more slides to show you. Look at all these slides I have to show you. But that's all I'm going to move forward with here, because I want to keep this short. So that was the introduction to this 3.144 cipher. I hope you got something out of it. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down. I'm going to leave all the links in the description. That's all I got for today, ladies and gentlemen. My name's Logan for Decode Your Reality. Until next time, we will see you later.